In last lecture we learned about the positive resonance effect, that is the pulsar effect. And in pulsar effect, in aniline, what is there? At ortho and para position there are the negative charges. The example we discussed, that is that of the aniline. Now here the minus I effect is shown by a substituent or groups which have a tendency to withdraw electron. In pulsar effect, the substituents or groups have a tendency to release or to donate electron. But in minus R effect, the substituents or groups have a tendency to withdraw the electrons from the attached pi bonds, that is where the double bonds are, or from the conjugated system, that is alternate single and double bond. From that, this minus R effect having substitute withdraw electron, and this effect is called as the minus R effect, that is negative resonance effect. Now which group or which substituent show this negative resonance effect? The groups such as COOH, carboxylic group, aldehydic group, ketonic group, cyanide group, nitro group, ester group, etc. show minus R effect. They have the tendency to withdraw the electron from the conjugated system, due to which what happened? The minus R effect result in developing a positive polarity at a certain positions in that molecule. Now due to the plus R effect, there is the development of negative polarity at certain position. We already learned in the plus R effect, that is at ortho and para position there are the negative polarity. But due to the minus R effect, there is development of positive polarity. Now this minus R effect is well discussed in the, that is nitrobenzene. The minus R effect in nitrobenzene develops positive polarity at ortho and para position, exactly opposite to that of the plus R effect. In plus R effect, at ortho and para position there are the negative polarity. But in nitrobenzene, due to the minus R effect, there is the positive polarity at ortho and para position. How it is? Let us learn. Now see the resonating structures of nitrobenzene. Pay attention here. Now this is the nitrobenzene. Through the benzene ring NO2 group. This is the NO2 group, but only shown by this, as this. This is the nitrobenzene. This is nothing but this is nitrobenzene, because to the benzene ring there is attachment of this NO2 group. Now what happened? This NO2 group have the minus R effect to withdraw the pi electrons or to withdraw the electrons from the conjugated system. So what happened? This NO2 group withdraw the electron from this benzene ring. See here, this pi electron shift here. At the same time, this double bond, that is this pi electron of the double bond, shift on this oxygen. See here, what happened? When this double bond shift or pi electron shift, this double bond or pi electron shift on the oxygen atom. So what happened? Due to the shifting of this pi electron, positive center is developed. See here in the next resonating structure, because the pi electron are shifted, and due to that there is development of positive center. And as this pi electron is shifted on oxygen, oxygen develop here negative charge on that. Now what happened? Again due to this positive center, these electrons are attracted or shifted, this pi electron of the conjugated system, to this position. So due to that what happened? This positive charge comes on this carbon, because these electrons shift here. So the charge now come on this carbon atom. Do you understand why this happened? This pi electron when shift here, here will be the double bond. See here. And developed now at this ortho position. Now this is the para position. This is first ortho position. This is second ortho position. And what we are seeing in the resonating structures of this nitrobenzene, the positive polarity are developed on ortho and para positions. Now this is the effect of minus R effect. Now let us learn the third electronic effect. We know that there are three electronic effects: inductive effect, resonance effect and electromeric effect. Now this is the third main, and this plus R effect and minus R effect are the types of resonance effect. Now plus R effect we already learned yesterday. Now this is the minus R effect, and the third main type is the electromeric effect. Now in electromeric effect, this effect is only temporary effect, and if we remove the reagent from the reaction, this effect is now not there, because due to the reagent this effect is there. This is only temporary effect. If we withdraw or remove the reagent such as this hydrogen like reagent, then there is no electromeric effect. That means electromeric effect are only when there is the reagent. So this is the temporary electronic effect, because it is the type of electronic effect. This is the temporary electronic effect. Exhibited or shown. Exhibited means shown by multiple bonded groups in the excited state. That means when there is the multiple bond, double bond or triple bond, there this effect is shown or exhibited. This is the temporary electronic effect exhibited by multiple bonds or group in the excited state in the presence of reagent. This word is very important. In the presence of reagent, there is only the electromeric effect. The reagent are positively charged, electrophiles are there, such as H plus ion. Such reagents are there. Now see, this is the ketone, here is the multiple bond, and in the presence of this reagent, what happened? There is complete transfer of this electron, and there is formation of charged structure, positive and negative, because due to the transfer of pi electron, what happened? Oxygen acquire negative charge and carbon acquire the positive charge. So when a reagent approach a multiple bond, when this reagent approach means comes near to. Approach means comes near to the molecule. When this reagent approaches to the multiple bond, what happens? A electron pair get completely shifted. This pi electron pair get completely shifted to one of the atom, which is more electronegative, and giving a charged structure. And this is nothing but the electromeric effect. Now let us learn the hyperconjugation. Now let us learn the last topic of this chapter, hyperconjugation. Now this is also a type of electronic effect. In hyperconjugation, there is a permanent, now this hyperconjugation is the permanent electronic effect. Now here is the delocalization of sigma electron, remember that, not the pi electron, single bond electron. Now see, hyperconjugation is a permanent electronic effect which explains the stability of carbocation. Carbocation means positively charged carbon atom, or free radicals. Free radical means there is only one unpaired electron. You know that. Free radical means unpaired electron is only one, odd electron. Or in alkene also. Now see on the blackboard, I show all these three spaces that are positively charged carbon atom. I show here this positively charged carbon atom, this alkene, and this free radical which have only one electron, that is the unpaired. In all the three spaces, this hyperconjugation effect is shown by all these three spaces. Now see here, what is this then? How we define? conjugation you know, shifting of a sigma electron. See here, it is the shifting of sigma electron, not pi electron as that of in the resonance effect. Here is the shifting of sigma electron of the CH bond only. This CH bond, where this CH bond, there is only shifting. Bond of an alkyl group. Now see here, in all the three, I show the CH bond of the alkyl group. Now the CH bond of the alkyl group directly attached to a carbon atom. Now see, this CH bond of alkyl group is directly attached to the carbon and which is the part of the unsaturated system. In alkene there is the unsaturated system and has a empty p orbital. If suppose there is no double bond or unsaturated system, this plus sign shows this, there is the empty p orbital. That means no electron there. Or it has a p orbital with unpaired electron. Now here there is p orbital. Here is absence of p orbital. Here is the double bond and here is presence of p orbital with unpaired one electron only. Now in such system only the hyperconjugation is given by such system in which the CH bond is directly attached to such carbon which is joined to the unsaturated system or empty p orbital, such carbon which have the empty p orbital or such carbon which have the p orbital with unpaired electron. Remember that. Now I show here the hyperconjugation in ethyl carbocation. Now this is the CH3CH2. Now see, this is ethyl group and in that this is the CH bond. Here is the carbon. Okay. Now here is also carbon. Now this carbon have positive charge, that means the empty p orbital is there which is perpendicular to the plane of this C bond, this empty p orbital. So hyperconjugation is thus a sigma pi conjugation. That means this electron of the CH bond may transfer here also. So it is the sigma pi conjugation, or it is also called as the no bond conjugation, because after shifting this electron of the CH bond, here is not bond shown. Bond is not shown. That means it is the no bond conjugation, because the delocalization of sigma electron of CH bond shows no covalent bond. Now see here, as the type of carbon atom is tertiary, secondary, primary. So into that the carbon having more alkyl group show more conjugated, hyperconjugated structures. So the stability of the order of these carbocations are in this way. That means tertiary carbon is more stable than the secondary carbon. This is secondary carbon having only 2 alkyl group or methyl group. It have 3 methyl group. Or it is more stable than the primary carbon atom in ethyl, and methyl primary carbon is very less stabilized by the hyperconjugation. Now this is the order of the hyperconjugation. The contributing structures now involve the delocalization of the sigma electron of CH bond. Now which shows the no covalent bond. So it is also called as the no bond resonance. Now the effect of hyperconjugation is usually stronger than the inductive effect. Now this is about the hyperconjugation.